Hey folks, how's it going? We're checking out more One Foot in the Grave. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic day. Dude, last episode when Victor started walking up those stairs, bro, I was like, what is this dude doing, man? I was like, what is he doing, man? Part of me was like, would Victor do something like this, man? There's got to be another explanation for him going up the stairs. But yeah, they almost had me a little bit, man. They almost had me there for a second. Mark wasn't playing though, dude. Those boxing gloves came in handy. He was upset when they shipped the wrong gloves to him, but yeah, he got some use out of them. Or a girl going around trying to destroy marriages, bro. She is, Jesus Christ. Victor should never went over that dude. I don't know what he's doing, man. Especially his old girl had a crush on him already. And even though Margaret didn't believe it, as I said, like she wasn't buying it, but he knew it. So I get he missed the game or whatever, but he should have never went over there, man. And then getting tipsy as well. I mean, it is what it is. Margaret did have her thing with old boy. I kind of forgot about that. Where like the dude was like hitting on her and stuff, and she was, you know, her and Victor were like not on the rocks, but she was kind of pissed at him, and she ended up going like on dates and stuff with old boy, and she ended up just kissing the dude goodbye, but she still kissed him, you know. So I guess Victor gets something. I mean, he did kind of get something already without knowing it. The titty massage, they rubbing on his feet, but I don't know. But he didn't know about that, so I think he should get a pass for this. But she kind of did give him kind of a pass. Kind of. She did burn the tip of his junk, whatever that oil stuff was. So he kind of got a pass a little bit. She's still with him, I guess. Man. All right, folks, man. Let's just go ahead and jump into this. We'll talk about it more at the end. Okay. Hang on. I want to headphone it first. Range to dust.
1,592.
What?
Leaves in that block. There was only 1,503 when we came in.
Don't talk such utter drivel.
I'm telling you.
It's artificial.
Is it? How much longer is it going to keep as my buttocks are turning into fossilized fuel? Of course, that's solicitors for you. The longer they keep each client up there, the more they can charge them. That's how they make their money. They'd break wind in the phone and send you a bill for it. I've a good mind just to pack it all in and go home. Oh, you have? Oh, no. You got one of my bits cut up. Right where it hurts, and the inside leg of my... Oh. It's agony when that happens. It just dropped out suddenly, and now the elastic's cutting in like the string in a bacon dumpling.
Do you have to make such an exhibition of yourself in a public place?
It'll be fine in a second if I can just slide it back inside. Oh, that's got you, bugger.
Can't you just be more careful how you sit down?
Oh, yes, I'll put them in an egg box next time. That'll solve everything. It's one of those things, I'm afraid, as any man will tell you.
Oh no.
Leave it where it is.
You just can't do it, can you?
What?
You can't stay settled for 1 minute. It's completely beyond you.
I can settle. Don't you worry about that. I can settle any time I want to.
Oh my God, bro. God, this dude. Destroy the whole waiting room.
Why don't you go for the easy option and use a giant wrecking ball? You'll have the entire building razed to the ground in seconds.
What sort of table's that anyway that's not joined onto the legs? Pretty well asking for trouble, that is.
Yeah, blame the table.
Oh, the day. I don't believe it.
Spare us.
Look at that. That bird nest in the window.
What about it?
It's on the inside.
Oh,
I've got it all over my nose.
hey, you notice he got on his nose.
Trap this place. Oh,
I just wonder how the heck a bird get in the freaking building to poop on the window. Oh no, the gum.
Just hold still a minute. Just leave it. Will you?
how did that get there in the name of sanity? On the inside of you, please. I just give up.
I don't know. A pigeon maybe flew in when the window was open. Will you keep still?
Yeah.
Any more? You sure you haven't got horse manure or anything down the back of your shirt? It's worse than taking a child out for the day. I don't know why I don't put you on.
I was thinking that.
reins.
He's like a big kid. Being in a waiting room is super boring though. Even with having a cell phone and stuff these days, it's boring as heck. Make an appointment and still wait an hour and a half.
You! Yes, you! Excuse me! That happens to be my bloody car. When you finish allowing your dog to urinate all down the side of it. Anyway, I beg you... You hear what he said? It needed a wash anyway.
Damn.
Where are those cakes?
Throw us
Have a
out to
good
the
man to
dogs.
have you prosecuted for willful damage to property. See what you have to say about that.
What's wrong with this dude?
Proper,
That's a spray for everything. I thought he was gonna go to the ears next. Why are people saying, is that what the guy used to scrape the poop off the bottom of shoes? Which I'm assuming was poo, since he sniffed it and made a weird face. It is. Those are super thin. Okay, this is still going on. Piss like a racehorse.
If you want to go, it's quite clean.
Like, hell no, he'll eat pee.
sorry to have kept you both.
I'm like, yo, this is the second time you've done this, lady. Been waiting forever.
Sorry I came here this afternoon. I am straight. I mean, it's cheered me up like I can't tell you. Sitting here all afternoon waiting to make out a will. I can only think of one thing worse than dying. That's living forever. I mean, can you just imagine how terrible that would actually be if I was just always here forever and ever and ever?
Oh my god, look at her face.
Yes. I remember it took you a hell of a time to get going. You had your hand in my blouse for half an hour, twiddling a dead wasp. And then, eventually, we just both relaxed into it. And then we got up out of the lupins, dusted ourselves down, and went back inside. And when the lights came back on again, I remember, I just stood and looked at you and realized I'd grabbed hold of the wrong person.
Oh my god. Damn.
Jeremy Birchall, the one with the thick, wavy golden hair, was just leaving with that girl who worked in the hat factory. Anyway, got us started off together, and that was that. Now, it's hardly ever your first choice that you eventually end up with. Or even your second or third. All the ones you think you fancy the most, none of them are right for you, probably, in the end.
Yes.
Oh, well, I mean, well, look at you ending up with me. And there were girls like Olive Reynolds, Hazel Warner, Jennifer Davy, and that sister of hers. They were a pretty little pair.
You were always my first choice.
Was I?
Oh, it's gonna make her feel like shit.
You've never said that before.
No, well,
I suppose there's lots of things you never say. That you think about saying. Something always crops up. Life goes on. Somehow you never quite get round to putting it into words.
She was gonna say something, she didn't say it. I don't like when shows do that, man. And the lady walked in. I wonder what it was gonna be. Maybe something just basic, like I'm happy that we're together or something like that. I guess that's where I was going, right? When she says like it's been like 37 years since the first day, yada yada yada, I just assumed they were gonna talk about like anniversary. Not since they, actually like had sex. They spent 30 minutes, she said, diddling a dead wasp. What do you think he was pulling on? A nipple or something? I don't. Only Victor, bro. Oh my god. How did the wasp get in her blouse? That's kind of weird. I don't know. And it was the wrong dude the entire time. I guess Victor lucked out, man. She was always his first choice. And he was her, what, fifth? Is what she said? It's never like necessary the first, second, third, or fourth, or whatever. Cold-blooded. But everything worked out. This was several times they proved that they're the right ones for each other. Like when she was going on dates with the old boy and she kissed him and said her goodbyes. The friends they're hanging out with where he caught old girl's wig on fire and then I forgot, she threw old boy over the pier. Punching the lady with the glove. Just all this stuff. They've had a lot of ups and downs so far, man. They've stayed together throughout the entire thing. They even, had a kid that they lost together. And that's a tough thing to go through. So whatever she was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it was gonna be heartfelt and it didn't necessarily need to be said. You can just kinda, I guess, put it together in your own head. So I guess it's all good that they didn't say it. I can't believe they were able to make a waiting room episode entertaining. It's just so hard to do something like that. But it was very entertaining. And I feel Victor. I wouldn't walk around like he was doing, pulling on blinds and stuff. But being in the waiting room is frustrating and boring because you make an appointment for a reason, and it just sucks, man. Being at a doctor's, wherever you're at, and you're making an appointment, and you're just there for sometimes an hour, hour and a half, sometimes longer than that. It's like, what's the point of making an appointment, man? If I got to sit here and wait, this sucks. Now, if I didn't show up for the appointment on time, you'll just skip over me, and I'd just be screwed, you know? Even these days with like a phone and stuff, phone, book, whatever you bring, the time just seems to creep by when you're inside of a waiting room. It just stinks, dude. And Victor will get himself wrapped up into a whole nother case by throwing something out the window at somebody's dog, bro. Out of control, man. Already the solicitor's office, now he gets wrapped into something else, man. Is it the only thing worse than dying is like living forever? And that look she had on her face was just, it was priceless and fantastic. I love the faces Margaret makes. She's just so fed up, and it doesn't matter what she says to do. He just keeps on going and going and going and going. They get a really good job, man, making a waiting room episode entertaining. Similar to the car episode when they're just stuck inside of a car and just at one location and made the entire episode very funny, man, very entertaining. And this was fun. I enjoyed this a ton. All right, folks, man, that is it. That is all for this one. Hopefully you guys are happy, safe, and healthy. I'll see you in the next one. Later.